Hey guys, I'm John Pizza, and I will be showing you how to install Django and create your first Hello World using Django. The first step is to install Django, so this is simple using the command Python 3.7 is what I'll be using, but Python 3.6 or above should be good. Python 3.7-m pip, if I can spell, pip install Django, and we'll let that get installed and just give it a minute here. After we do this, the next step is we're just gonna verify that it was successfully installed. So let's run Python 3.7-m pip freeze. And what pip freeze does, it'll list all your currently installed modules, and then this will only work in Linux, but for Windows you might just want to look through or find a separate command that will be equivalent to this. But I'm going to run grep-i for insensitive, so case doesn't get into the way. Grep-i Django, and boom, we can see that Django is successfully installed version 3.0.6, and now we are actually ready to create our first Hello World using Django. Now that we're all set up and have Django installed, we are going to jump right in and do our Hello World. So the first step will be to run Django-admin. I tab auto completed there. Start project, and I'm going to call this polls because hopefully I will be expanding on this app in the next video. So press enter there, and we're going to cd into polls. And let's just run tree so you can see the file system here. So not all these files are particularly important for us, like WSGI or ASGI, that's more for production, but there's three important files here. So first is manage.py, which I believe you can take a pretty good guess at what this would do, but it's a good utility to manage your project just from the command line. Next one would be settings.py, and again, you can probably guess what this does. It contains all your settings for the project. Very useful, and you can even add your own settings, make custom settings. It's pretty great. Finally, we got this urls.py file, and this will contain a mapping of views to URLs, and we'll get a better understanding of what views are in just a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and use this manage.py script to start an app, and we'll just call it poll. It can't be the same as the project name, but apps are just a way, just like, think of it as a folder of your project. It is a folder of your project. It's just a way to separate your code so you can stay nice and organized for those larger projects. We're going to go ahead and cd into poll, and I'm going to list the files in here. You can see we've got a whole bunch of files, but today we'll just be looking at this views.py file. So we're going to go ahead and run code views.py so we can open this up in VS Code. Alright, we've got this opened up now. Let's make it bigger for you. So this render command, it's usually useful when you have templates, but we do not have any templates yet, so I'm going to go ahead and just ignore that line for now. We can actually comment it out, and we'll go ahead and from Django.http import HTTP response, and now create our views here. So we can create our first view right now. So we'll just call this home because it'll be the home page. It'll take in a request and it needs to return a response. So this HTTP response is just a wrapper that lets you put any text you want here, and it'll be returned in an HTTP response object. So we can go ahead and say hello world. So we can get this nice hello world application, and I've got it to auto save. So now if I actually go ahead and add this to the URLs file, so that's saved. And if we go back a directory and we go into the polls directory and we edit the urls.py file, we can see there's already a /admin URL that's in by default. It's a admin panel for Django. It's very nice, but we do not need that for now. So first step, we actually just need to import the view into this file, and then we can do path, just the root path, so nothing, and we can say we want it to run this view when a user goes to this path. So this is all saved because it auto saves for me, and if I just X out, that is actually all you need to do to have a functioning hello world. And now if I actually run the server with Python 3.7 manage.py run server, you can see it's going ahead. You don't need to worry about this just yet, and you can see it's running on localhost at port 8000. So if we go here, refresh the page, and we get our first hello world successfully. Oh yeah, clap it up for yourself, because that's great. You have successfully made your first Django application. Hope you learned a lot. Don't be afraid to press subscribe and like the video, and did I say subscribe? Yeah, do that. Yeah, thanks for watching. John Pizza is out.